It's another very beautiful Sunday morning, and once again, we are back with our predictions on this very channel. All right, and today we have four games that we looked into thoroughly, and we used the past, the previous stats for each of these teams, using it to come up with the best possible verdict for each of the matches as well. We have four games that we look into, and in a short while, we'll be, talking about these matches and. The rest of the tips that we have for you will be found in our VIP special group. If you have not joined, look around this video anywhere you see join membership, click on it and join the membership so that you have access to our other games. And those ones are the ones that I consider to be closer to certainty of coming out correctly. And that's that. So without further ado, we head to the business of today. And today we have, the UEFA Under 21 Championship match where we have the Netherlands will be facing Denmark Under 21. Okay, and in the last six for the Netherlands, have seen them being able to achieve three victories in the last 6 games as well as three draws. And we side Danish Under 21 have had two victories and two draws, also losing two matches in the last 6 games that they had. When you look closely, all right, you can see that. For the Netherlands, the last recent games that they had, I've seen them winning, 2 games out of the last, 3 matches that they had in St. Times, and the other one being a draw. And for Denmark, they've won once against Ukraine, and also they've had a draw against Poland. Okay, but here we believe the Netherlands are quite more, better in terms of quality. So we expect to see the Netherlands to not lose out roughly here. So we expect to see the Netherlands either winning or draw, but yet under 4.5. So we're not going to see a lot of goals, but we're going to see the home side either winning or draw here. Home win or draw and under 4. That's our verdict. And that will take us to the next step for today. It is in Norway First Division where we have Egersund who will be facing Renhem. Okay, for Egersund, in the last 6, I've seen them having just 2 draws and 4 losses. And away side Renhem have won 3 games and 2 draws, also losing once in the last 6 games that they have so far. All right, looking at how this season fared from home and away basis, Egersund, the home side, have actually had 6 victories in the last 10 home matches. They've also lost 4 matches, and away side Renhem have won 5 games in the last 10 away matches. They've also had a draw as well as 4 losses. All right, but most of the matches for these two sides produce lots of goals. And the home side have actually had over 2.5, 8 times out of 10 last 10 home matches. And the away side Renhem also, the last 2 away games they have produced over 2.5. But in general, they have actually had over 2.5, 7 times out of 10 in the last 10 away matches that they had. And the last time they met was last month, and we saw them playing out a 2-2 draw on that very occasion. So here, we are expecting to see a goals as well to play out here. So we're supposed to see a minimum of 3 goals in this very one. And over 2.5, that's our verdict for that very encounter. Also in Norway, but Norway second division group 2, where we have Stordal Blenks who will be up against Grorud. Okay, in this one, we'll see that Stordal Blenks have had 2 victories in the last 6 and 4 losses, and Grorud have had 3 wins as well as 3 losses. Looking at how this season is fared on home and away basis, we see that for the home side, Blinks have had 4 victories and a draw, and have lost 5 matches in the last 10 home games. And the away side, Grurod have had 4 victories as well as 5 draws and also 1 loss in the last 10 away matches. All right, for the home side, the goal scoring have been quite, noticeable, seeing that 9 times out of 10, their scoreline have actually seen over 2.5. And we'll put all that together, also noting the fact that the away side too have seen over 2.5 6 times out of last 10 away matches. Okay, and the last meeting between the two was last year. It was a 1-1 draw on that occasion, but here we're going for the goals, and we expect to see the goals to come here, and we expect to see a minimum of 3 goals appearing in this very encounter. So it is going to be an over 2.5. Again, that's our value for that very encounter. All right, and it will take us to the next game for today. It is in Finland Waikonen division, where we have OLS who will be coming up against Enter Toku 2. Okay, and when we look at the stats for that two side, you can see that in the last 6 for the OLS, it is 4 victories and a draw, as well as 1 loss. And away side Intertoto having 4 victories and 2 losses in the last 6 games. When you look at how the two teams fared from home and away basis, you see that OLS have actually been able to achieve 6 victories and 2 draws, and also 2 losses in the last 10 home attempts. And the way side Inter Toko, on the other hand, have also won 6 matches and a draw, losing 3 games in the last 10 away matches. All right, when you look at the goal scoring, which is actually very obvious here for OLS, the last 10 home matches that they had have produced over 2.5 9 times out of 10. Except the last home game they had, which saw them losing out to EIF by 1 goal to 0 on that occasion. But 9 times out of 10, they've seen over 2.5. And the Inter Toko, on the other hand, also have produced so many over 2.5s. In the last 10 away games, 6 out of 8 have actually seen over 2.5. So when we put all this together, we definitely expect to see goals coming out here, and a minimum of 3 goals to appear in this very encounter. So it is an over 2.5 once again. That's what value for that very encounter. All right, that brings our predictions for you today on Best Craft to conclusion. We wish you the very best and hope you to get goals going. Remember to play responsibly, as these are football games. Sometimes may not be exactly what it seems. Remember to join our special VIP group, for the rest of the tips for today, and for the tips that I believe to, be closer to coming up correctly, just as we predicted it. So tomorrow is another day. We'll be back with our predictions right on this very channel. Do not miss out. But until that time, keep on it.